Hey guys, Garney here. Look at this. I've got here the brand new Samsung Chromebook Pro, and I'm going to be reviewing it for traveling professionals. So stick around. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. So I want to do a review of this Samsung Chromebook Pro for the traveling professionals. And what does that mean? Well, for those of you who know me, I travel a lot. Airplanes, customer meetings, conferences, and things like that. So I was looking for a way to get something lighter, but still can perform most of the things I need to get done while I'm on the road. So I went ahead and got this. I love this thing. This is my third Chromebook from the family point of view. My kids have Acer Chromebooks, and this is the Samsung one because I was looking for the latest and greatest with the best hardware and specs and support for the Android Play Store. That's right. So again, let me start off by talking about some of the specs here. The screen, it's a beautiful screen. It's a touch screen and things like that. You can use with the mouse also, but it's a touch screen from that. And it's just, it has, you can change the intensities of the screen from the keyboard here, but it's just a wonderful device here when it comes to going from a laptop mode to a tablet mode. Still same thing, still wonderful screen and everything that goes along with it. Now, I will tell you right off the bat, it is a 12.3 inch screen. Let me just read off some of the specs. 12.3 inch screen. It's a 2400 by 1600 touchscreen, and it has, if you look at it, it is a 3:2 aspect ratio. Yeah, not a 4:3, a 3:2, and the benefit there is that when you go into tablet mode, you don't have a super long tablet, and if you go into portrait mode, you don't have a short tablet. I mean, does that make sense? It's okay. It took me a little bit to get used to. It's not a full-size keyboard because of that 3:2 aspect ratio. You have a smaller keyboard from a width point of view. But let me continue on with some of the other aspects of this. This comes with an Intel M3 processor. Obviously a lot better than the Chromebook Plus they have performance-wise. Memory, it comes with 4 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of storage. Now, I did upgrade the memory on here. There is a micro SD slot. Oh, look, a piece of plastic that's coming off from the packaging. Micro SD card slot here. I put a Samsung 128 gig micro SD card inside there. So 32 gigs is what it comes with. I have yet to use the 128 gigs, and I've had this device now for 3 weeks, putting it through its paces. Networking, is 8.2.11 and wireless networks. For what that really means for the rest of you, when I open it up, start it, it connects to the internet at my house fairly quickly. It's Bluetooth 4.0, so I can put my noise canceling headsets on that's Bluetooth based, and I can hook it up right here. But for those of you who like wired jacks, it does have a 3.5mm audio jack associated with it here. It's got Chrome OS. The beauty about Chrome OS, you always get updates. When Google's ready to push an update, you get the update right away. So let me qualify this review. First and foremost, I'm looking at it from a traveler's point of view, a traveling professional like myself. I go to customer meetings, I do day trips, I'm at the airport, I'm on the plane, so I'm not necessarily always connected to the internet. And that's key. I'm not connected to the internet 100% of the time. So I wanted to find out how the Chromebook operates, especially the Samsung one, since it's so beautiful. So let's talk about the good things about this thing, the things that I like. Well, the layout, the feel. This little smaller keyboard, but it's an okay keyboard. You get used to it. Good trackpad here. The screen is beautiful. What else am I looking at? Power-wise, does it have enough power performance to do? Yeah, I didn't even notice any glitches whatsoever, even if I have multiple tabs open on my Chrome OS browser, Chrome. I don't have any issues there. Battery life, I get about 7 hours. Now, Samsung says you can get more, but I keep this thing above, the screen intensity above 50%. Everybody who sees it is like, wow, what a neat little Chromebook. And I show it off to them and think, I get about 7 hours of work out of this thing. So great for day trips. And lastly, when I plug it in with the provided charger, now I didn't do any benchmarks on charging time, it usually comes out what I consider fairly quickly. So I'm not sitting there spending hours waiting for it to charge. I can do half-hour increments and I get a good boost out of it. Now I'm not going to get full day out of a half hour, but you know what I'm saying. It just doesn't take as long to charge. Let me talk about some of the cool features that I documented about this. USB-C on both sides. So I can charge it from one side to the other, depending upon how my cables are set or my preferences and things like that. What else do I think here? The best one of them all. Check this out. Yep, the Samsung S Pen. In fact, if you look here, it's actually, when I pop the pen out, it asks me what functionality I wanted to do. I can either write, I can actually capture, we can do screen captures with this for a region of the whole thing. I can actually turn on to be laser pointer. I don't know if you can see that, but I can actually use this as a laser pointer if I'm doing any screen shares and things like that. And most of all, I can actually fire up apps like Onenote and things like that and use it that way. Now, let me bring this up. You notice how I brought Onenote up here and it was in a small form? That looks like a cell phone image, doesn't it? Well, some of the apps from the Play Store, I'll get into this in a little bit, they're not fully form factored for the Chrome OS. And again, remember, the integration with the Android Play Store is still in beta. So what you have to do is you have to expand this out, and there you go. And then you can continue on, you know. I like that. It's just, you can take notes, handwritten, and plus typing. I mean, typing obviously is faster, but if you need to actually grace the pages with some writing or drawing or anything else like that, that's available. And I like how it's just tucked in here. It's not like the Surface Pro, where the pen relies on a magnet on the outside of it. This actually tucks it in here, just like the Notes, the Galaxy Notes that Samsung is very famous for. Another thing that I would talk about is when I signed in on this Chromebook, boy, my account was synced up right away. It's amazing. I didn't have to import my bookmarks or anything. Everything was taken care of right away. Let me talk about the not so good things. First and foremost, talked about the keyboard. It's a great layout. It's a functional keyboard, but it's squished. You know, the keys are a little bit tighter together. So if you're used to a full 101 keyboard, you're going to have to practice with this over and over and over again. And guess what? You're going to do a lot of misspellings on this. And I'll get to the misspelling issues here in a little bit. But yeah, I end up misspelling a lot because of the form factor of the keyboard. I'm getting used to it, but that's the way it is. Another thing that I dislike here, I brought up OneNote, Microsoft's OneNote. But from Microsoft's point of view, none of the other Microsoft suite products are like Word or spreadsheet or Excel or PowerPoint are supported on this platform. Nah, it's not Chrome OS's issue, it's Microsoft. Microsoft has chosen not to support that. So for me, my company and what I do, we rely on the Microsoft suite of tools. So that's a huge ding against the Chrome OS. I'm sorry, it's not their fault. It's just that Microsoft that chose to not support it at this time. Will they? I don't know. People are speculating. Microsoft said they made a commitment at the beginning of the year. I haven't been able to find articles on that to really substantiate that. And then of course, Microsoft announced 10S, which competes directly with the Chrome OS. So we'll see what the future holds for that area. Let me talk about one other nitpick, guys, and this really is the reason why I'm going to send this back. Yes, I said it. I am sending this back. The reason why I'm sending this back is because when this device is offline, it is not connected to the internet, spell checking does not work. Yeah. Think about it. If you're on a plane or if you're at the airport and you're typing out a bunch of emails and you're typing fast like I do, and plus with this form factor keyboard, I always make mistakes. I don't have spell check. I don't know if the email is spelled correctly. That's the key thing, guys. I'm sorry to say that, guys. If there was one thing I wish Chrome OS had, was localized services for spell checking, not web-based services, local services, which means I don't have to be on or off the web. I will always have spell check. That just doesn't exist here on the Chrome OS. Hey guys, let me show you something here that annoys me about the Chromebook and using it as a business member. business traveler. If you notice down here, I have connected to my home network, so I've increased the font on Google Sheets here. So let me demonstrate for you that, you know, you can see the word test here, but let me purposely misspell the next word. And you notice it will come up with the red underline saying if I misspelled it. Well, to correct it, you have to press and highlight the word. You have to click on this second menu here right next to copy, and then you have to go and says, did you mean by? Now, of course, you know, comparing this to Microsoft Word and other programs that are out there, took an extra 2 steps to get to correcting it. But let me do this here real quick. Let me show you something else. I'm going to turn off my Wi-Fi, and I'm going to run that same script again. I'm going to do misspell testing with 2 T's, and you notice there's no underline. You know, you could, so if you're in offline mode on the Chromebook using Google Sheets or any of the Google document type programs, it's native to Chrome OS. Guess what? You're not going to get any spell checking. That bothers me, because if I'm going to be in offline mode, that's one of the reasons why I'm not recommending this for people who travel like myself. It is just not there. Let me go back and turn on my Wi-Fi. All right, and let's see, 3, 2, there it is. It's connected, and look, it goes back and it says, oh, so obviously it's doing spell check over the wire, which is fine if you're always connected. But if you're like me, I travel a lot. I need, you know, spell checking. I do emails. I send them in the outbox. You know, I need to write documents. I'll edit documents on the plane, at the airport, or wherever. And I just can't have this, you know, go back and proofread it and proof it after I connect back. That's one of the challenges for the Chromebook. And that's not Samsung's fault. And it's not HP or Dell or Acer or Asus. It is a Chrome issue, a Chrome OS issue. Guys, if you're disconnected, you get no spell checking. It doesn't matter if you're using Sheets or Google Sheets or whatever else. You type or Keep, it's going to misspell, period. And that's a killer for me. Because think about it, sitting on the plane answering a bunch of emails and writing emails to my customers and my colleagues and things like that, or editing docs or things like that, trying to maximize my time, usually I just hit the send button, right? Because usually, well, in this case you can't. You got to put everything in draft mode, wait till you get connected to the internet, open up each one of those emails, and then synchronize when you're on Wi-Fi to get the spell check capabilities. That's why I'm sending it back. Those basic functionality, guys. I love the fact that the screen is beautiful on this device. I love the hardware. I love the hardware that the other players are out there, but Chrome OS just doesn't do it. Now, let me turn the tables on it. If anybody asks me, would I recommend this? You doggone right I would recommend this, and it depends upon your use case. Let's take my wife, for example. She uses a small laptop at the kitchen table to just browse the internet, answer her emails through the internet and web browser, and so on and so forth. So could this device replace her laptop? Absolutely, because guess what? She's always connected to the internet. How about college students? Well, guess what? Both of my kids, you remember at the beginning of this, I was talking about both my kids have the Acer 302s. So guess what? It's perfect for taking notes. It's portable. My son, for example, has an MSI gaming 17-inch gaming laptop. It is a huge device. I cannot imagine him walking around campus with only a 2-hour battery life, lugging that huge, heavy 7-pound laptop, because it's meant for games. That's why we bought it for him. He wanted it for games. Well, guess what? That small Chromebook that he has, perfect. Light, lasts him all day, take notes, everything that he needs to do while he's on campus, because he's always connected on campus. If you're always connected, again, a lot of people, you may argue with me on this, well, Gardner, you don't need to be connected all the time. Well, you're absolutely right. But think about it. Are you going to write out a document and things like that and be comfortable taking notes or answering emails without spell check? I mean, that's just one instance, guys. I mean, will the Android Play Store thing work out? I certainly hope so, because I like the Android Play Store. In fact, this is my OnePlus 5 phone, and I'm a huge fan of the Android ecosystem. So guys, that's my review of this. Now, if I had any druthers or any requests for Chrome OS, it's getting more and more localized services. Hurry up with that Android integration. open it up, let's go with it. But you know, unfortunately for what I'm looking to do, I'm gonna have to stick with my laptop and my iPad. I know I said it, hey, the iPad's great. And what I was gonna do later is compare either the Surface Pro, there's a Surface Pro 4 up here, got it at a discount, got it for my daughter, so I was gonna talk about the Surface Pro 4 versus the Samsung Chromebook Pro and the iPad. In fact, we just got a brand new iPad, current generation of iPad, that we're gonna talk about that and what it's really used for on that. So if you like that, let me know. I'm gonna put that together here in the next couple of days. Anyway guys, if you have any questions, you know what to do. Hit that like button if you like what you're seeing. And you know what, if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. And please, leave a comment below. How did I do? What do you think? Hey, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the Chrome OS and specifically the Samsung Chromebook Pro. I love this device, I really do. I hate to send it back, but you know what? It just doesn't work for me. Anyway guys, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.